Today I want to talk about a story that I revisited recently, the story of David and Goliath. And I'm not going to talk about how, size doesn't matter, it's about faith, that it's about heart, it's about courage, that comes down to deciding who's victorious. I want to talk about why, in my opinion, outside of religious context, why David was victorious over Goliath, why this tiny kid, this tiny little shepherd was able to be victorious over Goliath, the behemoth. Something that I feel like people don't talk about, or at least I haven't heard people talk about, is the fact that before David goes to challenge Goliath, before he goes down to the valley to face the Philistines champion, that people tell him, David, you can't do this. Are you kidding me? Look how small you are. And he tells the people, when I was a shepherd, there'd be lions and bears that would attempt to take my sheep, and I would stop them. What I took from that is that, two things I took from that. Your lifestyle, what your career is, what your ethnicity is, your intelligence level is, does not define how great you can be. David was a little shepherd boy, the last of 7 sons, and was considered a nobody. He was disregarded by his family, by his father. But yet, he goes forward and lives a life of a beast, of a warrior. Even as a shepherd, he lives a life of a warrior, fighting these lions and bears that try to take his sheep. He's a small little boy as a shepherd, but he doesn't let that define him and use that as an excuse of, if I was a warrior with a sword and not a shepherd with a staff, yeah, I'd go and stop those bears, but hey, I'm just a little shepherd. No, he goes and he stops them. He goes and he stops these animals. My second point is that, David fights and lives his life as a warrior, regardless of his status. With that being said, you can't just try to be a beast in a single instant. It's a practice. Being a warrior, conquering your life, is not a single instant. You don't just act as a warrior in battle in the moments where you have to be in battle in life. You're a warrior in your training, in your relationships with other people. You act as that warrior your entire life. You act as a warrior, but you also act as different variations of that warrior. You carry that heart of the warrior into different aspects of being a lover, as being a friend, as being a co-worker. You carry that warrior heart, because there's always the heart of the lion that people always talk about, Wizard of Oz, the heart of the lion. But I'm starting to digress. Anyway, that's all I got for today. Live your life, whether as a warrior or however you see it should be lived.